For the past 10 years, I've coached thousands of guys how to get in the best shape of their life, increase their quality of life, their confidence, just get that swagger back, man, recapture that old essence. And in this video, we're going to go over the basics of supplementation, the do's and don'ts, things that can help you lose more fat, increase your muscle mass, as well as improve your overall wellness and quality of life. Stick around to the end. We'll load you guys up with some resources that you can utilize to further your fitness lifestyle. Greetings. This is my Sups Made Simple breakdown. We're going to give you a complete understanding of supplements, what works, what doesn't work, so you can be more informed to get your fitness goals achieved, man. Get ripped, lose fat, build muscle, become a better version of yourself. When we talk about supplements, think about it like building a house, right? And there's three parts to the house. There's a foundation, there's a structure, and the rooftop. And so foundationally, we're talking nutrition. 80% of what's going to actually translate to visual results is going to be what nutrients you put in your body and what amounts, right? And what shapes your body, what signals adaptation, that's your training. That's going to give you the physique that you want. We're talking about the non-essentials, the things that can benefit if you have a solid foundation around nutrition, around training. That's where supplements come into place. Would you build a house with the rooftop first? Of course not, right? That sounds stupid, but that's what a lot of people do when they're getting hyper focused on supplements first. And so when we talk about supplements, they don't replace hard work. The supplement industry is $1 billion industry, right? They are more focused on profits than they are your motherfucking personal fitness goals, all right? So when you think about the way that you want to approach it, is you want to approach it knowing, hey, man, these companies are really in it for the money. What is it that I need from these supplements? And if it is something I can naturally get from whole food sources, go that route first and then supplement after. And so I always tell my clients there's three critical factors when you buy supplements, right? One is, what does this do? Understand the purpose before you get it. And then ask yourself too, is like, these nutrients something that I can get in these amounts from food instead? Check the ingredients, because the fewer the ingredients, the better. The more minimally processed, the better your body can absorb it. And so you want to look for stuff that's a little bit more natural too, that has names you can pronounce, right? That's really good. And then the last thing to consider is you want to verify the dosage of what it is that you're looking to get. Sometimes supplement companies will inherently, like, they will drive profits if a product has benefits and you know about these benefits, and that's why you want to get the supplement. You may get a variant of it that they are giving you less per serving. You might end up having several servings, and that's how they keep you coming back. Make sure you're getting something that's appropriate to the dose that actually works. There's three big categories, right? I'm going to make this video concise. Like, I don't want to go for hours talking about supplements because you can, because there's so many. We're going to just focus on the big three: wellness, fat loss, and muscle growth. So wellness, that's general health, that's immune system function, that's daily energy and vitality. Fat loss is appetite suppression and metabolic support. And then muscle growth is obviously building muscle, recovering the muscle, performing better in your actual workouts, right? So as we talk about muscle building, right, let's start there. The granddaddy is creatine monohydrate, right? It's the most studied and proven muscle building supplement on the planet, guys. And it helps you absorb more nutrients, accelerate recovery, and increase strength. Focus on creatine monohydrate, or Creapure. Creapure is a derivative of monohydrate, because it's just been back for decades. It's beneficial for people who want to get in shape. There's cognitive and recovery benefits for day-to-day wellness too. People focus on it as a muscle building supplement. And you need about 5 grams a day. The gold standard is monohydrate because it's got the most studies. It's the cheapest of the three, right? You ain't got to do all these loading phases and whatnot. People have concerns that it'll cause water retention, but honestly, the water you retain when taking creatine monohydrate is intracellular, which means that you hold water in your muscles instead of outside of the muscles, which is like the bloat that people are scared of. So it's not the type of water retention people think. People will say creatine HCl is better absorbability and more water soluble and less water retention. And the nitrate, we'll talk about these pumps, but to get the benefits of creatine, you don't need these derivatives. I think they're pretty worthless personally. Muscle building, number 2 would be protein, obviously, from food. the thing you're getting from protein. Now, you're really getting the amino acids, right? That's the foundation of muscle tissue at its core. And so the amino acids that you have access to in your bloodstream, the more muscle you'll maintain and grow. Prioritize getting most of your protein from food sources if possible. The only time you really want to supplement is when convenience comes into play. So we're looking to get large amounts. For most guys, 150 to 200 grams of protein. Sometimes it's tough to eat that. So protein shakes are convenient and usable and actually valuable. And then you got your performance enhancer muscle builders. Two of them would be L-citrulline, beta-alanine. By the way, guys, I'm not sponsored by any companies. I just did a quick search and grabbed the first picture. So I don't give a fuck if you use this brand or another. It's not about that at its core. It's about, like, what are you getting from these things and what are the dosages that these companies are offering when you look to get them. So citrulline, it's not going to build muscle. What it is going to do is going to improve blood flow and workout performance. And there's even some tie into sexual wellness, because if you got more blood flow all around, you're going to get that stronger erection, you know what I'm saying, to put in that work in the bedroom. So dual benefit. And then you got the beta-alanine, reduces muscle and helps you train more intensely. They won't put muscle on your body, but will improve your performance in training, which could lead to more muscle growth. Now going into the fat loss bracket, we got caffeine. People don't think about it like a supplement, but it is. And you can take it in coffee or you can take it in the form of a pill. And I say it's the best fat loss supplement on the market, because not only is it going to increase your heart rate, which is tied to your metabolism, so you'll burn more calories all day, it's going to curb your appetite, right? So that's going to help you if you're going to do intermittent fasting, which is a big thing I promote. It'll help you stay fasted longer. It provides energy through your training. You don't need a huge amount for it to be effective. Around 100 grams, you start to see notable impacts. Most to get benefits around 300 to 500 milligrams a day. But it is very individual in terms of your tolerance. Definitely don't recommend taking caffeine late in the afternoon, like after, I'd say for most of you guys, like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., like that's too late. You know what I'm saying? You done missed the caffeine boat by that point. But some have high tolerances and you can still sleep after. But yeah, that's the one thing I would say be cautious of. Next is exogenous ketones, something I don't hear a lot of people talk about as it pertains to fat loss. Your body naturally produces ketones, right? Ketone bodies, and ketosis, where you've been depleted of glycogen and now it's creating energy from your fat cells. When you use exogenous ketones, right, something like the ketone 8 that I got on screen, it gives your body a synthetic ketone, helps it get to ketosis faster, so you start burning fat quicker. This does taste like motherfucking battery acid. It tastes like gorilla throw up. If you get this particular brand, this is the one I use. There are some more palatable brands, but ketone 8 is one of the most powerful forms of ketones on the market. It works, but it tastes terrible. Next, we got yohimbine or yohimbe. Two reasons why yohimbe is valuable. Obviously, it helps with accelerating your heart rate, and then something called fatty acid oxidation, turning fat into fuel. It makes it a little bit easier, and you get that libido boost. You get it popping in the bedroom, right? That's it for fat loss. For wellness, we got to talk about the OG multivitamin. It should be foundational in everybody's stack. You're going to get a lot of your daily micros for just like basic function of the body. We're talking immune system support, energy production, and cognitive function. The only thing with multivitamin supplements, sometimes they don't get appropriate dosing for critical nutrients. One of the ones I always talk about is vitamin D, sometimes zinc. You'll find out more about your nutrient deficiencies if you get your blood work done. Your blood work will help you identify which supplement with on top of a multivitamin. You know, I think D3, I think everybody should be doing it, especially if you're a person of color, right? You got some darker skin tone, because if you got darker skin, you got more melanin, and then melanin blocks absorption of vitamin D from the sun. You want to supplement with it, so you are getting not just your immune function, but also hormone production and brain health. I would say somewhere between 5,000 IUs is pretty good. If you ever feel about to get sick or something like that, you can bump it up to 10,000 or even 20,000 IUs. I think vitamin D is a big reason why I never got the bug back in 2020. I ain't never had it because I kept my cortisol low. Cortisol destroys your immune system. It really makes you more likely to get sick. So one of the things that I always tell my clients is I keep my stress levels low through meditation, training, and through just like saying fuck a lot of shit that like people be stressing about. Nah, I ain't gonna focus on that. Having vitamin D every day was a big reason. In the past 5 years, I've been sick one time. And that was way after 2020. It was because my girlfriend got sick. I was like not getting enough sleep and I was kissing her in the mouth. I let my cortisol get too high because I was not sleeping. So that's just a fun fact, man. You'll get sick less if you take vitamin D and you control your cortisol. Next supplement I think you guys would want to look at getting is some type of electrolyte, right? Because all the electrolytes matter. When we talk about sodium, if you don't get enough of that, you're gonna die. It's critical to hydration, perform in a bunch of different functions in the body. Potassium balances out your sodium and supports muscle function. Your calcium is for bone health and muscle contractions. And magnesium promotes relaxation and deep sleep. So you may want to look at supplementing with all your electrolytes or just the one that is more appropriate to your goals. I would say everybody who's low carbing, intermittent fasting, people who train regularly should have a sodium supplement on hand, some type of electrolyte that's pretty high sodium, just because it's going to help withstand in a calorie deficit and perform well. My favorite is personally Elements. I really like them. But again, I ain't sponsored by them. You guys can go get whatever you want to get. And some alternatives to get some sodium if you like doing low calories and you want to go more natural. You just do table salt, Himalayan pink salt. You can do pickles, right? Some people do that. And it helps balance out the sodium intake. Magnesium's a good one that if you're struggling with sleep, it'll help your body enter into a relaxed state so you can actually get into deep sleep cycles. Get magnesium glycinate if you're going to get it, ideally in powder form, because glycinate just absorbs better into the bloodstream and the powder form doesn't sit in your gut as long as the capsule. So definitely, like, if you want to look at something that's going to help promote better sleep, look at magnesium glycinate. Another one for immune system support and hormone production is zinc. Zinc is good for giving you immune system boost that you would get if you pair it with like D for some of those benefits. But then we're talking about increasing protein synthesis and making sure that your cells are healthy, right? So I think zinc is another one you want to look at. But obviously, again, you got your blood work, you'll see if you're deficient in it or not. Some common supplement mistakes that I, again, just want to reiterate to avoid. Don't be just buying shit without research. Understand what the supplement does and what you need. Don't grab something thinking that you about to get this nutrient without seeing the actual dosage of that particular supplement as it relates to what you're looking to get and the amount that you need to get it in. If you're doing the supplements without the basics, man, you're gonna fuck your whole shit up because you're just gonna be spending money and not seeing changes. You don't have the foundation built. Don't be out here chasing trends, man. Master nutrition first. That's 80% of it. Then establish training consistency and structure. Then add 3 to 5 proven supplements that support your specific goals. Monitor your results and refine your supplement stack. This is the essential list for the big 3. You guys can screenshot this. Get these things in the amounts listed here. Over time, introduce other things where appropriate. Get your blood work, get it analyzed, and fill in nutritional gaps with food or supplements. Supplements don't replace. Right? Build the house first and throw the rooftop on last. Shout out to cold brew black coffee, my favorite supplement. If you guys need just more help on, what to do, how to do it, why to do it as it pertains to your nutrition and your training, grab one of my free courses linked in the description below. See y'all in the next video. Peace.